We talk about ditti or drushti or views last time. That means in Sanskrit it's drushti, in Pali it's ditti, and in English we call it views. So we have different views. We can't say exactly which way is right, which way is wrong. It's according to the data we have gathered in our mind from the our families, parents, people around us, from internet. So some examples we discussed last time were about becoming a vegetarian. One person may think animal cruelty is not good, so becoming a vegetarian is good. Another person may say that um, eating fish is good because it helps to uh, protect the heart and prevent heart diseases. So, but we can't say whether which this one is better than the other. So, so this is the general. In generally, we say views. Ditti is this, but there are three types of ditti or drushti or waves when we follow the spiritual path. First one is mithya ditti. That means the unwholesome path. So there are certain people in the society today, they don't care about much about the people around them. They can go and kill somebody, they can steal, rob other people's things, and they don't have understanding what is the wholesome life. So and they don't think respecting parents, teachers, or priest, any priest, Catholic or Hindu or Buddhist. They think it's not necessary to do that, you know. They don't care much about these things. So they are following a mithya ditti route and they don't believe hell or heaven. And Samma is the wholesome path. And in wholesome path also there are two types. First one is Kammasagata Sammaditthi or Laukika Sammaditthi. People, those who believe that there is a hell and a heaven, help others, donate things to people, those who need them. And this type of people, they're trying to do good things and thinking, I'm doing this and I'm trying to be helpful for others. There is a focus of me there as well. That is a Kammasagata Samadhi, to believe in karma. And the other one is Lokottara Samadhi. This is the best practice that we are trying to take our mind to a higher state. We are trying to develop the mind to attain enlightenment or nibbana. The most spiritual path is this path. So they are more focusing on developing vitaragi, vitadoshi, vitamohi properties in the mind. That means non-attached, avoiding greed, too much greed, not getting too much angry thoughts, and also delusional thoughts, moha thoughts, lobha, dvesha, moha. So they are trying to avoid this type of things developing in their mind. Though they are trying to develop more vitaragi, vitadoshi, vitamohi properties in the mind. So I'll give you an example. So when we have an aura around us, this aura, everything, every thought, everything we do, we are releasing some energy or aura anshu particles to our auras, and there it is there. So when the right time comes, we attract them. We call this process is samanantara, anantara. When we create a right mind, we get the same sort of things attracted from our aura. So that is why it is important that even we are going through some illnesses or something, we need to think that we are going to get cured. we are going to be healthy. So we are attracting good things. This is normal in general life. Even in meditation, it's the same. If we have developed and released aura particles more on Vitaragi, Vitadoshi, Vitamohi qualities to our auras, then we sit down for meditation, we attract these anshu or particles from our aura. If we have more of the anger, hatred, or attachments, too much attachments, or too much delusional thoughts we are developing all the time, then we have more particles of those in our aura. So when we sit down to meditate and we chant something, a good verse that connects with the higher energies, and then it takes time for us to get it connected or attract the same sort of aura particles from our aura, because we have less of those, more of other thoughts, other day-to-day, living things that we do are more in that. So with time, really coming to the samadhi state, it will be, with time, it is going to be easy because we are generating more and more of good spiritual thoughts. So this happens on day-to-day basis all the time. For example, you meditated, you wake up in the morning and you started meditating and you develop a good samadhi and you have a samadhi mind. So you are in a very blissful state. And one of your family members come and annoy you or make you angry and for something. And then after a few minutes, you will start to think, why did I get angry? I shouldn't have got angry like that. Then you again connect with the spiritual path because you are realizing your mistake. So then, when you are angry, you attract that type of energy from your aura, and it's unhealthy. And when you attract the spiritual energy, when as soon as you start to remember this is not a good thing, what you did, getting angry is not good, then you change the track again. So you start to create the samanantara and anantara for the right path, right oranges will be attracted. So this is about the dittis that I said, the three views in the spiritual path. Another thing I wanted to say is Samma Ditti is understanding the how the worldly cycles work. I mentioned this in one of the previous sessions. Anicca, Dukkha, and Anatta. This is the nature of the world. Anicca means unsatisfactoriness. Dukkha means suffering. Anatta means a senselessness. So when we buy a car, we wanted it to keep same way, not changing it, getting attached to it. I like my new car to stay like this without any scratches, anything breaking down. So we are trying to have a mindset, nature, or that wanting it to be unchanged. But the Dhammata in the world is a changeable nature, anicca nature. And then it causes suffering because we try to make something that cannot keep without changing, and we get suffering through that, and then it is a senseless, it's not the right way to keep our mind set, because it is a senseless, it cannot be fulfilled. So but this anicca nature is also not a bad thing, If we get an illness, if it doesn't change, if it doesn't cure, then we will be in a big trouble, isn't it? So even when developing mind, when we first, as a when our samadhi develop, we become a stream enterer and we become sotapanna, first stage of enlightenment. So if this cannot achieve, the mind keeps the same way, then it is not good, isn't it? So it is good that we can have this changeable nature, kaya dhamma we call it. Changeable nature is kaya dhamma. So another example, when we breathe oxygen into our lungs, if it doesn't change to carbon dioxide, we can't have a breathing continued because it changed. That's why everything in the world has this changing cycle. So understanding this is anicca. The first thing I said, that changing the car and liking the car to be same as, it's the another way of looking at anicca. It's called uneasy mind, uneasy type of things we get attached to uneasy. So that's the first samadhi sort of anicca. And then the second thing is about looking at the worldly cycles. That is the second type of anicca. And that is also understanding this is also important to develop our spiritual path. And I don't want to go on talking about this much longer because it is better we have a separate session or cause and effect or hetupala, how uh, the the cycles of change or the anicca of the world. But for now, I think this is enough, and then we can focus on some meditation as one of you is new to the session. So let's talk about how we do the session. So in the first part, we will do some chanting, focusing on the topics we discussed. Today we discuss of vitaragi, vitadoshi, vitamohi mind, non-attached, not getting angry, and also the non-delusional mind. So developing this mind. So we are going to create some thoughts on this to begin the meditation. And then we will move to another verse that the meaning of that is about keeping our mind calm and peaceful, and sankhara, the thoughts, making our sankhara, observing our sankhara, how they become calmer, and how we keep our mind getting attached to too many things that can cause stress. And releasing from these causes helps us to attain Nibbana. So that is the second verse we are going to chant. And the final one, we are going to send metta thoughts to the world. Loving kindness, very important. Because as I said in the beginning, our energy, when we release from every thought, every mind, every action to this world. So there are so much of getting things happening in the world that causing problems to the world, because wars and things, wanting other countries' lands and all these, people are releasing bit of a negative energy to the world. So it is important we send some positive, loving kindness to the world to get balance, the energy in the world. I saw somewhere on internet that somebody has written down these ceasefires, the burning fires, are a cause of these energies we release to the world, and causing these type of damages to the world. The peace is running out of the world, and we have a very busy mind. When we work, we do things. Sometimes there's competition, anger, hatred, jealousy. So we are lacking peace in the society nowadays. Only few people are focusing on releasing some good energy to the world to get balance. So this type of mindset is very good. And at least if we can sit down and send some loving kindness thoughts to the world to make it little peaceful to the world, peace to the world, and make it balanced, then it is a good thing we are doing. So that's the final part, and then we will end the session sharing after sharing the merits. We keep this session short because this is for mostly for beginners and to the meditation, and we have advanced session the monk is doing, and it is more philosophy and Buddhist philosophy, and all these things are involved there in that. So those who are advanced meditators can join that session, and it is much longer. When you meditate for 2 hours, you can develop samadhi easily. But to reach there, we need to start from somewhere and start to develop our mind and then move there. So this is also really good as a beginning. So to meditate, let's sit straight and try to keep our back straight, and we need to bring our mind. We have a monkey mind, it runs around to, from here we can go next minute to another island, another world, not even to another world. Nowadays we think about the Mars and moon and all sort of things. So mind can run anywhere. So we need to bring it to ourselves to meditate. So let's take 3 long breaths and start the meditation. Slowly inhale to the belly and then slowly release back. After doing it 3 times, then we will scan the body to bring the mind to our body. Starting from the forehead, we'll move downwards. Focus on the forehead, then the cheeks, neck, shoulders, chest, tummy area, upper thighs, knee, lower legs, and to the feet. From the feet, we are moving upwards and to lower legs, knees, thighs, tummy area, chest, shoulders, neck, cheeks, and to the head. To calm our mind, we are going to focus on the air element. We know there are 5 elements: water, air, fire, space, and earth. But the Patavi Dhatu, or the earth element, gets stuck, it's fixed, the bones. the structure of the body. We can't focus on it that much because we don't see changeable nature. So focusing on air will feel us calmer. We are not focusing from nose to the lungs, the breathing, but we are looking at the quality of the breathing, the movable nature, changeable nature. Look at the air moving around the body, creating peace, calmness. We are feeling calm now. Let's move on to some chanting. The first verse I'm going to chant is about creating a Vitaragi, Vitadoshi, Vitamohi mind. That means we are having a non-attached, not angry and non-delusional mind. So, first sentence is Lobasita nivi nivi nivansua daneva. Nivansua means the blissful enlightenment state. So, Lobasita nivi nivi nivansua daneva. Second one is dvesha. Dvesha is the anger. My angry thoughts get disappeared and the blissful state appear. The third one is about delusional mind. Moha. May the moha thoughts will disappear and blissful state appear. Fourth line is about Papa Sita Nivi Nivi Nivansudaneva. Papa is the sinful mind. So disappearing the sinful mind and creating a blissful state. You can focus on the meaning. Take it lightly, don't go deeply focusing on the meaning, and then we will feel more calmer and samadhi will comes to us. Lopasita nivi nivi nivan suva daneva. Dveshasita nivi nivi nivansuva daneva. Mohasita nivi nivi nivansuva daneva. Papasita nivi nivi nivansuva daneva. Lobasita nivi nivi nivansuva daneva. Dveshasita nivi nivi nivansuva daneva. Mohasita nivi nivi nivansuva daneva. Papasita නිවි නිවි නිවන් සුව දැනේවා. ලෝභසිත නිවි නිවි නිවන් සුව දැනේවා. ද්වේෂසිත නිවි නිවි නිවන් සුව දැනේවා. මෝහසිත නිවි නිවි නිවන් සුව දැනේවා. පාපසිත නිවි නිවි නිවන් සුව දැනේවා. පාපසිත නිවි නිවි නිවන් සුව දැනේවා. ලෝභසිත නිවි නිවි නිවන් සුව දැනේවා. ද්වේෂසිත නිවි නිවි නිවන් සුව දැනේවා. මෝහසිත නිවි නිවි නිවන් සුව දැනේවා. පාපසිත නිවි නිවි නිවන් සුව දැනේවා. We are developing the Vitaragi, Vitadoshi, Vitamohi qualities in our mind, non-attached, non-angry, and non-delusional, non-sinful mind. The second verse we are going to chant is about, again, having a blissful mind. Etan santang etam panitang yadidan sabbe sankara samato. All the sankara, or the thoughts becoming calmer, the pranita mind, the peaceful mind comes to us through releasing the attachments. Nirodha. Rodha means going around. This roaming mind will stop. Viraga, coming out of the raga or attachments, and nibbánanti, going to the blissful state. Etang santang, etang panitang, yadidang sabba sankara samato, sabbupadi pati nissago, tanhakayo virago nirodho nibbánanti. Etang santang, etang panitang, yaditang sabba sankara samato, sabbupadi pati nissago, tanhakayo virago nirodho nibbānanti. Itang santang, itang panitang, yadidang sabba, sankara samato, sabbhupadi pati nissago, tanhakayo virago, nirodho nibbānanti. Etang santang, etang panitang, yadidang sabba sankara samato, sabbupadi pati nissago, tanhakayo virago nirodho nibbānanti. Etang santang, etang panitang, yadidang sabba sankara samato, sabbupadi pati nissago, tanhakayo virago nirodho nibbānanti. When the attachments, the roaming mind become calmer, when our thoughts become calmer, we feel the blissfulness developing in our mind, which releases the good, positive aura to the auras which can help us to develop our samadhi. We attract the good aura anshu from our auras to develop our samadhi, creating a positive energy. Lobhasita nivi nivi nivan suva taneva dveshasita nivi nivi nivan suva taneva mohasita nivi nivi nivan suva taneva පාපසිත නිවී නිවී නිවන් සුව දැනේවා. ලෝභසිත නිවී නිවී නිවන් සුව දැනේවා. ද්වේෂසිත නිවී නිවී නිවන් සුව දැනේවා. මෝහසිත නිවී නිවී නිවන් සුව දැනේවා. පාපසිත නිවී නිවී නිවන් සුව දැනේවා. Itang santang, itang panitang, yadidang sabba sankara samato, sabbupadi pati nissago, tanhakayo virago Nirodho Nibbananti. Ethang santang, ethang panitang, yadidang sabba sankara samato, sappupadi padi nissago, tanhakayo virago, nirodho nibbananti. Etang santang, etang panitang, yadidang sabba sankara sameto, sabbupadi pati nissago, tanhakayo virago, nirodho nibbananti. The calmness is coming to our mind. The peace is developing. The blissful nature is developing in the mind. The lightness, calmness is happening within us. Samma Samadhi, Samma Jnana, Samma Vimukti. This is the part, the final part of the eightfold path to Nibbana. Samma Samadhi develops, the wisdom develops. When wisdom develops, we can reach the Nibbana or the full enlightenment. This is important that we develop this Samadhi, the blissful state of the mind, to understand the Dhammata. So let's send some loving kindness to the world. There's so much negative, burning energy is releasing to the world. So it is important some loving kindness, metta thoughts, positive energy releasing to the world to balance the world energy. May the all sentient beings in front of me, let's focus on all the sentient beings on the either side of the front. Let's focus on all the sentient beings on the right. Let's focus on all the sentient beings of each side of the right. Let's focus on all the sentient beings behind us. Let's focus on all the sentient beings of each side of the back. Let's focus on all the sentient beings on the left. Let's focus on all the sentient beings on the other side of the left. Let's focus on all the sentient beings below. Let's focus on all the sentient beings above us. May all the sentient beings, including myself, Release from the samsaric suffering. May release from the disease of samsara. May release from the fears of samsara. May release from the burning samsara. May release from the sorrowful samsara. May release from the sansaric raga. May release from the bonds of samsara. May release from the ocean of samsara. May release from the darkness of samsara. May all the sentient beings, including myself, attain the supreme bliss of Nibbana. May all the sentient beings, including myself, attain the supreme bliss of Nibbana. May all the sentient beings, including myself, attain the supreme bliss of Nibbana. Let us focus on all the sentient beings in front, all the sentient beings on either side of the front, all the sentient beings on the right, all the sentient beings on the either side of the right, all the sentient beings behind, all the sentient beings on either side of the back, all the sentient beings on the left, all the sentient beings on either side of the left, all the sentient beings below us, all the sentient beings above. May all the sentient beings, including myself, release from the sansaric suffering. May release from the disease of samsara. May release from the fears of samsara. May release from the burning samsara. May release from the sorrowful samsara. May release from the sansaric raga. May release from the bonds of samsara. May release from the ocean of samsara. May release from the darkness of may release from the desert of samsara. May release from the darkness of samsara. All the sentient beings, including myself, attain the supreme bliss of Nibbana. All the sentient beings, including myself, attain the supreme bliss of Nibbana. All the sentient beings, including myself, attain the supreme bliss of Nibbana. Let's focus on all the sentient beings in front. Let's focus on all the sentient beings on either side of the front. Let's focus on all the sentient beings on the right. Let's focus on all the sentient beings on either side of the right. Let's focus on all the sentient beings behind. Let's focus on all the sentient beings on either side of the back. Let's focus on all the sentient beings on the left. Let's focus on all the sentient beings on either side of the left. Let's focus on all the sentient beings below. Let's focus on all the sentient beings above. All the sentient beings, including myself, release from the sansaric suffering. May all the sentient beings, including myself, release from the disease of samsara. May all the sentient beings, including myself, release from the fears of samsara. May all the sentient beings, including myself, release from the burning samsara. May all the sentient beings, including myself, release from the sorrowful samsara. May all the sentient beings, including myself, release from the sansaric raga. May all the sentient beings, including myself, release from the bonds of samsara. May all the sentient beings, including myself, release from the ocean of samsara. May all the sentient beings, including myself, release from the desert of samsara. May all the sentient beings, including myself, release from the darkness of samsara. May all the sentient beings, including myself, attain the supreme bliss of Nibbana. May all the sentient beings, including myself, attain the supreme bliss of Nibbana. May all the sentient beings, including myself, attain the supreme bliss of Nibbana. Slowly take a long breath to your belly. Inhale slowly and release slowly. Then do 3 times. Slowly, you can open your eyes. I'm sorry, some of you have sent a request to record to the cloud, but we couldn't do it. But I will share the recording. Any questions, please? Do you have anything to ask about the meditation, this session, or what we discussed today, or what we discussed in the previous sessions, or anything?
Hello, sorry. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, I can.
Yes. I find it very relaxing this week, more so than the previous weeks.
Yes.
So I think
Mhm.
that's wonderful.
Yes, this is what I explained in the beginning, Sinead, that because you are attending the meditation sessions regularly, and and you try to practice at home, so you are generating more and more of these Vitaragi, Vitadoshi, Vitamohi aura particles to your aura. So this is the reason that you attract this energy quicker than the previous sessions now. So Samanantara, when you create the background to attract these Vitaragi, Vitadoshi, Vitamohi energy, it attracts to you sooner so than previous sessions. So you are feeling more relaxed and you're getting to samadhi more. So it's good that you attend without a fail every week, every month, and also you try to practice yourself. Very, very good. Thank you for
Thank
sharing.
you. Thank you very much.
Practicing on daily basis is important to keep this energy flowing. So at least to begin with, some of your beginners in this session. So at least 15-20 minutes in the morning. The morning energy is the best. In the morning time, you create a positive environment and your aura becomes clearer and purified, and then you you have that energy throughout the day. You feel positive, you feel energetic in the laukika way, and as well as you are developing your mind to the lokottara level or the lokottara samadhi. That means you can easily see how your thoughts work. When you get angry, thought, because we are human beings, we can get these feelings, thoughts, until we become fully enlightened, fully arahant. We get these, so it's natural. So as soon as they come to your mind, you are able to notice it. Oh, why did I get angry? Oh, I got this angry thought now. So you noticing that means you are in the right path. So you change the track. You are moving back to the spiritual path. Noticing that is you're moving to the spiritual path again. So this is what we do all the time. So morning meditation helps to create this, improve this uh, improve this nibbana path coming out of emotions, feelings, and develop the nibbana path more and more. You become more stable and you can think well. These are laukika benefits, and day-to-day benefits, and also your path is developing. That's the lokottara path. So you are developing both together. So healing energy is developing. So it's quite a lot. In Tripitaka, it says the benefits of meditation. a lot of things. And sleeping, it improves sleeping. So a lot of things.
That's good to know.
Okay,
Thank you.
you're welcome. Yes. Any questions from anyone else? If there aren't, then let's end the session. So let's share the merits with everyone who helped us all throughout our lives, our parents, when we were unborn and on a bed, couldn't do anything, couldn't wash ourselves or find some food to eat. We couldn't do, and it was our parents and the people near us helped us to be um, fed us, looked after us when we are ill. So let's share these merits with all of them. Even our teachers who guided us, anybody who even said a word that helped us to be who we are today. So let's think about everyone, including the people who created this Zoom, computers. They all are helping to develop our path. So let's share the merits with all of them. And also think about the people we harmed without knowing, sometimes knowingly or unknowingly, we have hurt anybody. So let's share the merits with them. And also the deities and the gods, Brahma gods, those who are protecting the world, let's share the merits with them. May they rejoice with these merits and be happy and attain. May everyone attain the supreme bliss of Nibbana. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. We are
Sadhu,
ending the
sadhu,
session.
sadhu.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And I will put the message in the group for the date for the next session. So keep practicing. Stamo, you have joined now a bit late, but doesn't matter. I'll share the recording for you. Okay,
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
welcome.